What's going on, everybody? Wanted to jump on real quick to show everybody what I was doing lately. Lately, I have been doing spread trading on vertical spreads, mainly put spreads. And the reason for that is because I'm trying to gain theta decay while at the same time being directional in my trades and lowering my buying power that I'm using for my trades instead of buying calls straight out. And in this example, I'm using CrowdStrike and I'm doing a 185, 180 put spread. Now, what this does is this gives me a directional trade betting that the price of the stock will stay above the strike that I sold, which is the 185. And if you look right here in this column, this gives you the probability of your stock option being out of the money. And if you look at my 185 strike, it has a 83.10% chance of being out of the money, which is what you want when you're selling put options, either naked or in a spread. And what I'll do is I will go to a probability chart or risk profile so I can show you on this how the trade is set up. My profitability starts right here, which is my break-even point. Now, my break-even point is where I start to lose money if the price of the stock goes beneath this price. So even though I have a 185, 180 put spread, my break-even point, or where I start to lose money, is at 183.82, which is the put strike that I sold minus the credit that I receive. The shaded area here gives you the probability of the price of the stock landing in this range by the expiration date. And what this does is this gives you a 68.27% chance that the price of the stock will land somewhere in this shaded area. And if we go back to the option table, you see that I have at least an 83% chance of the stock not getting to this strike. So not only do I have a great probability of the stock being over top of the strike that I sold, but I have this whole shaded area where I have the greatest probability of the stock expiring in this shaded area by expiration. And the reason for doing this is I'm offsetting the theta decay that I'm experiencing in the call options that I have, betting that the price of the stocks are going up. Because regardless of whether you buy an option or sell an option contract, your contract loses theta decay every single day. The only difference is when you buy an option contract and you lose theta decay, you lose money. Whereas if you sell an option contract, whether it be a put or a call contract, when you lose theta decay, you actually make money. Because when you have negative theta decay is when you're losing money. When you have positive theta decay, you're making money. When you buy an option contract, you have negative theta decay. When you sell an option contract, you have positive theta decay. So really all I'm doing is, this is another form of hedging your portfolio. Instead of me buying puts, what I'm doing is I'm selling put spreads, and I'm gaining theta decay and offsetting my theta decay on my other option contracts that aren't moving. And I'll give you the reason why I chose the strikes that I chose. If we go back into December, and I'll expand this, if we look right around here, we'll see that the price of the stock was consolidating right around these prices, which was around 185 before the price of the stock broke out to new highs. So all I'm doing on this side is using the previous breakout area for my support. And so all I'm doing is betting that the price of the stock won't break the previous resistance level that has now become support. And so that's why I set my strikes for the puts at 185 and 180. I've also done a similar trade in Amazon. And if we go to the trade page, I put this trade in May. The reason that I used May is because when you're selling any option contracts, I try to sell my contracts between 30 and 45 days to expiration, because that's normally the sweet spot where you can get the most for selling option contracts and at the same time get an accelerated rate of theta decay, so that you make your money for selling these option contracts faster without giving the stock a lot of time to reverse on you and make you lose money. And if we look at the strike that I chose on here, my strikes are 32.40 and 32.35. And if we look at the deltas, I'm right around the 30 delta. And the reason for that is your delta gives you the probability of the stock expiring within 1 penny in the money. So if I have a 31 delta on the strike that I sold, and it only has a 31% chance of expiring in the money, then this would give me at least a 69% chance of it expiring out of money. And if we look at the calculation, it gives you right here a 65.86% chance of expiring out of the money. Now, of course, this is not 100% accurate, but anytime that you can give yourself over a 50 or 60% chance of something happening, you put yourself at a greater probability of it being able to reach that goal. And if we look at the chart, 3240 would be right around here. And so all I was doing was betting that the price of the stock, since it had momentum to the upside, would not come all the way down to this level. And if we look at a weekly chart, it's an even better chart. Your 32 level is right around support where it's been consolidating since probably August of last year. And so all I'm betting is because of these blue candles that it has momentum to the upside. And so I'm banking that I will keep getting a move to the upside since it's been consolidating for so long. As you can see right here. And if we look at our Analyze tab, this gives me an even wider area where the price of the stock could land between now and expiration. And as you can see right here, every day that the price of the stock doesn't go down to the strike that I sold, I'm collecting $3.12 in theta decay. So between the two trades that I just showed you, I'm collecting at least $6 to $7 a day in theta decay, which is helping me offset the theta decay that I'm losing on my long calls. So again, this is just another strategy where you can hedge your portfolio, still betting on the direction of a stock, but gaining some of the theta decay back that you're losing from long calls. All right, that's all I have for today. I just wanted to share that real quick. If you have any questions, leave me a comment and I'll make sure to get back to you as fast as I can. Talk to you guys later.